So if we simplify this, we will get lambda square plus 1, 1 by 4 is equal to 0. So if I find its roots, what I will get? Lambda is equal to, this implies lambda is equal to I by 2 and minus I by 2. So therefore, sigma of A means all eigenvalues of A is I by 2 and minus I by 2. And what is the spectral radius of A? This implies spectral radius of A is nothing but maximum of mod of I by 2, comma mod of minus. So what is maximum of mod of I by 2? It is 1 by 2, right? Under root 0 square plus 1 by 2 bracket square, it is nothing but, you can write here, maximum of mod of I by 2, which is nothing but under root 0 square plus 1 by 2 bracket square, and that is nothing but 1 by 2. So, and which is strictly less than 1. So since spectral radius of A is strictly less than 1, we can, by theorem, we can say that given system goes to 0, origin as t tends to infinity. Okay. You can have another examples based on this. For which of the systems? Exercise 4.14, you can take as homework. Section 40, so section 4.2, page number 189. For which of the following system do all solutions converge to origin as t tends to infinity? So in that you can take first one, you add p plus 1 is equal to 0.9, 0.2 minus 0.1, 0.6, you add t. Second one you can take as 3 by 3, so you will have 3 eigenvalues, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1 minus 3, 3. Okay. So for this, what you have to do? You have to find eigenvalues, and if all eigenvalues, instead of all eigenvalues, you find spectral radius of these matrices. If spectral radius of A is strictly less than 1, then you can say all solutions goes to origin as t tends to infinity. If not, then it does not tends to, all solutions does not converge to origin as t tends to infinity. Okay, so only you have to find eigenvalues and then spectral radius, and then you can tell whether solutions converges to origin or not. Okay, so this you can take as homework. Okay, so before going to one theorem, let us find uh, all powers of there is one example. Compute, because this will also we will require this also we will require. Compute all powers of matrix A is equal to 2, 0, 1, 2. So all powers means I want to find a raised to t. So directly finding a raised to t is not possible. So for that we will try to write a in terms of some addition nilpotent matrix. So we can write here since a can be written as a is nothing but 2, 0, 1, 2. So this I can write as 2, 0, 0, 2 plus, if I write 2, 0, 0, 2, then what is remaining? 0, 0, 0 and 1, right? So then this I can write as 2 times identity matrix plus 0, 0, 1, 0. And we know that, and we can easily check. You can check the matrix 0, 0, 1, 0 is nilpotent matrix. What is mean by nilpotent matrix? If there exists some integer for which that matrix raised to that integer is equal to 0. If there exists some positive integer m such that a raised to m is equal to 0, then we say that matrix is nilpotent matrix, and that integer is called as index of nilpotence. So here we will check what is since what is 0, 0, 1, 0 into 0, 0, 1, 0. 0 and 0. So I will get here 0, 0. So this implies this matrix is nilpotent matrix of and nilpotent index or index of nilpotence. Index of nilpotence is 2. Okay. So if a square is 0, then so this matrix square is 0 means obviously third power, fourth power, all powers of that matrix is 0. So that is my A. So A I have written in terms of 2i plus what is that 0, 0, 1, 0. Now I can easily find what is A raised to t by using 2i plus 0, 0, 1, 0. Now I can use here binomial theorem. So by binomial theorem or binomial expansion, we get what we will get 2i raised to t plus t times 2 raised to t minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, and remaining are higher powers of this. So this matrix Next one will be t minus 1 by 2, 2 raised to t minus 2. You can write t minus 1 divided by 2 factorial 2 raised to t minus 2. 2I raised to you can write or 2 raised to. Zero bracket square and so on. So since higher remaining powers are, since this is 0, next term is also 0 and so on. So we get here 2 raised to t plus 0 0 t times 2 raised to t minus 1 and 0. Now 2 raised to t is nothing, 2 raised to t is nothing but second identity I can write. So it will be 2 raised to t, 2 raised to t, t 2 raised to t minus 1 and 2 raised to t. So that is the power a raised to t. Then we can have some examples based on this. Okay, so we will go to the next theorem. Theorem 4.6. Assume that A spectral radius of A is less than equal to 1 and B each eigenvalue lambda of matrix A with mod lambda is equal to 1 is simple. Then there is constant, there is a constant C strictly greater than 0 so that mod of ut is less than or equal to C times mod u0 for t greater than equal to 0, and for every solution and for every solution u of equation 4.4. 4.4 is my u at t plus 1 is equal to a times ut. Okay. So what this theorem says that if spectral radius of A is less than equal to 1. If spectral radius of A is less than equal to 1 means modulus of each eigenvalue is less than or equal to, must be less than or equal to 1. So and another condition is each eigenvalue lambda of A with mod lambda is equal to 1 is simple. Okay. So for the eigenvalues for which mod lambda is equal to, I am having 1, they are simple means they are having multiplicity as 1. for remaining one we don't know what is the multiplicity. Okay, then there exists, we want to show that there exists a constant c strictly greater than 0, so that mod ut is less than equal to c times mod u0 for t greater than equal to 0, and for every solution u of equation u at t plus 1 is equal to a times ut. Okay, so again proof was similar to our previous theorem, like we have to use Puzzle algorithm only. Proof. Consider the equation u at t plus 1 is equal to a times ut. By Puzzle algorithm, we know that solution is given by ut is equal to summation I is equal to 0 to n minus 1 ci plus 1 of t into erase this. What is by Puzzle algorithm? mi times u0 where mi's are nothing but mi's and ci satisfies equation 4.8 and 4.9, which we have already written, where mi's are given by m0 is equal to identity and mi is nothing but what is my m. We have we can copy paste it from previous lecture also. We have written it here. Yes, this one. Mi satisfies the equation k minus lambda I into I mi minus 1. What is that? A minus lambda I mi minus 1, where 1 is less than equal to I, less than equal to n. And CIT satisfies the equations with these initial conditions. Okay. So this is by Puzzle algorithm, we already know. Now we start, we level, let's write the eigenvalues of A, or let's rewrite the eigenvalues so that mod lambda I is equal to 1 for I is equal to 1 to up to k minus 1, and mod lambda I is strictly less than 1 for I is equal to remaining. Okay, So if that matrix has n eigenvalues, we are first k minus 1 we are writing as which eigenvalues, which are simple, means which are having multiplicity 1, and remaining for remaining k to n, means n minus k eigenvalues, we are having mod lambda is less than 1. So we are relabeling, or we are rewriting them in that sequence. Okay, first k minus 1 with mod lambda I is equal to 1, and remaining are for mod lambda is strictly less than 1. Only two possibilities, because we are having spectral radius of A is strictly less than or equal to 1. Okay, so now from equation we will give the number, give number 1 to this, 2 to this. So from from 2 and 3 we have, from 2 and 3 we have, what is C1 at t plus 1? C1 at t plus 1 is nothing but lambda 1 times C1t, lambda 1 times C1t, C1 at 0 is equal to 1. So this implies, what is C1t? It is lambda 1 raised to t. Also C2 satisfies the equation. What equation C2 satisfies? C2 at t plus 1 is equal to C1t plus C1t plus lambda 2 times C2t. Okay, so lambda 2 times C2t means what will be this? I can write this as or I can write this minus, which is equal to C1t. C1t is my lambda 1 raised to t. So using annihilator method, we can write e minus lambda 1, e minus lambda 2 operated on C2t is equal to 0. And since lambda 1 is not equal to lambda 2, therefore this implies, what is the solution? C2t is equal to, we get C1, instead of C1 we will use now B1 to lambda 1 raised to t plus B2 to lambda 2 raised to t. For some constants, B12 and B22. So continuing in this way, we can find C3t. What C3t satisfies? C3t satisfies C3 at t plus 1 is equal to C2t plus lambda 3 times C3t. So again we can use annihilator method, and we can show that similar, continuing in this way, we can show that we have Ci of t is equal to b1i lambda 1 raised to t plus b2i lambda 2 raised to t, and so on, bii lambda I raised to t. Right? This is up to, because we are having up to k minus 1 simple eigenvalues. So for I is equal to 1 to up to k minus 1 only. Okay. So this implies consequently there is a constant d strictly greater than 0, so that mod of CIT is less than or equal to d for I is equal to 1 to up to k minus 1 and t greater than equal to 0, right? If you, because b1 bi's are constants and mod lambda I raised to t is less than 1 only. Okay, so lambda is our eigenvalue, so we can have some constant. There exists some constant d strictly greater than 0, so that mod of CIT is less than or equal to d. Okay, now this is up to k minus 1 eigenvalues. Now for remaining n minus k eigenvalues, what will happen? Now again from equation 2 we have Ck at t plus 1 is equal to lambda k Ck t plus Ck minus 1 of t, and Ck at 0 is equal to 0. This is for k is equal to for k, okay, for k, and then we will get eigenvalue. Now if I take modulus Ck at t plus 1 is less than or equal to mod of lambda k mod of Ck t plus mod of Ck minus 1 of t, right? But Ck minus 1 of t is less than or equal to d, so I can write this as mod lambda k mod Ck t plus d from we can give number 4 using 4. Okay, now choose delta is equal to maximum of mod lambda k plus 1 up to mod lambda n. Last one is my mod lambda n, and we know that it is less than 1. Then because spectral radius is less than 1, then what we have mod of Ck at t plus 1 is less than or equal to delta times mod of Ct plus times d. So by iteration and the initial condition, by iteration and using initial condition, what is the initial condition? Ck at 0 is equal to 0. We get, as previous theorem, Ct is less than or equal to d times summation j is equal to 0 to t minus 1 delta raised to j, and which is less than or equal to, we can show it is less than or equal to d upon 1 minus delta for t greater than equal to 0. In similar manner, so again, now this is for so this instead of k I can write in similar manner. This is for k, then for k plus 1 also it is same, k plus 2 also it is same. So in similar manner, we can find that there is constant d star, so that mod of CIT is less than or equal to d star, right? For I is equal to 1 to up to n, okay, and t greater than equal to 0. So now using 1 and this you can say 5. So using 1 and 5 we get mod of ut is less than or equal to d star summation I is equal to 0 to n minus 1 mod of mi times u0, which is less than or equal to some constant times mod u0. Okay, again using matrix norm, and that, so this is for t greater than equal to 0 and some constant c strictly greater than 0, which proves the theorem. Is the theorem. Is that okay? So we have proved the theorem. If spectral radius of A is less than equal to 1 and each eigenvalue lambda of A with mod lambda is equal to 1 is simple, then there is a constant C strictly greater than 0, so that mod of ut is less than equal to C times mod u0. Okay, where u is the solution of the equation u at t plus 1 is equal to A times ut. Just use Pazhar algorithm, divide proof into two parts, like each eigenvalue is simple, for which mod lambda is equal to 1, and for remaining one mod lambda is strictly less than 1. Okay, and use that equations so we can prove the theorem. Is that okay? So this much is enough for today. Remaining part we will see tomorrow.